Hey, 72, it's your boy Willie C with the E and the 3. We back another video today, man. Today, man. We got the first retwist, as y'all can see. We got another reaction video for y'all boys. And let's be for real, man. Are cars even worth it today, bro? Are these cars even worth it today, man? We got a nice little reaction video, man. Are cars are worth it? The highs and lows being a car enthusiast in 2024, y'all. It's 2024. And short answer, I don't even know no more. But we about to get into it. Let's see what you gotta say, man. Breathe.
Hi everybody, I'm Ian and this is my 1995 E36 M3. Sheesh. And today we'll be talking a little.
Y'all want an E36 M3 until I seen them prices. These M3s for the E36, bro, still like 25K.
A little bit about the highs and lows of being a car enthusiast in 2024. The world of being a car enthusiast has changed vastly over the last like 4 or 5 years. So I'm going to walk you a little bit through my car enthusiast journey up to now, as well as what it might look like for the average car enthusiast in 2024. Let's do it. All right, so story time. Picture this. You're 15 and your uncle shows up to your house with a 1960.
I don't have any uncles, and I'm just playing.
9 Camaro.
Sheesh.
You've never driven a car before, and he takes you to an undeveloped housing suburb area where there's no houses but a ton of paved roads, and he puts you in the driver's seat. Little did you know this car makes a little under 400 horsepower. Sheesh. And little did you know there's something called a clutch pedal. So I was told, you know, put that left pedal in.
The E36 BMW is coming. The E36 M3 is coming. That's a dumb question. I know for a fact they didn't come in no damn automatic. All right.
It's in first gear already. Don't worry about that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your right foot on the throttle, right about the 4,000 number.
4,000.
And all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your left foot and you're just gonna yank it off. That's all you're gonna do. So me, 15, sitting, you know, in nice retrofitted leather bucket seats. I get the RPMs of 4,000. My left foot's on the clutch, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, I don't really know what's gonna happen, but the car is literally shaking right now, and I like it a lot. My dad's crammed into the +2 back seats. They're both looking at me at 4,000 RPMs like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? So I yank my left foot out. The tire starts spinning and we go forward.
What?
I'm about to redline first gear, and they're just yelling, clutch in, clutch in. So I slam the clutch pedal. We're all just laughing. You know, I stall the car out and I try bringing it to a stop. I never made it to second gear. That's kind of stuck with me ever since.
What?
And so now,
that's fire. Imagine your first drive ever. It's in a, what is it, 1969 Camaro, and they want you to basically dump that clutch and get it up out of there. Crazy. My first experience driving the main was a 1969 or 1972 Volkswagen Beetle. Yeah, completely two different cars.
Here. Some of us may share similar experiences of getting in a car like that when you're young and your brain just wires a different way and you're changed. Other people, you might start by recognizing cars on the street. We're all at different paths on our journey. Some of us are collecting cars, we're retired, we're moving on. Some of us, my age, you know, we're working, we get to the weekend, we got a 90s beauty like this right here, and we go for a nice drive. That's just kind of how I got jump started on this. Let's talk a little bit about what realistically it looks like going into 2024.
That shit quiet.
And one thing that I find just so special about the car community is that it really is a community. And there's so many different niches and realms. Some of it gets more love than others. But overall, the car community is a community to a T. You can buy any kind of vehicle, show up to a track day, show up to a Cars and Coffee, and make a friend. You can start a conversation. Right. The barrier to entry is so small, and the amount of warmth and growth and community and friendship and information that you will get and everything is massive. It's crazy. You know, when I was getting older and I had money and I wanted to buy my first car, I bought a 1996 Mazda Miata, which I still own, and it's beautiful and I'm never gonna get rid of. Well, little did I know, the Miata community is just so big. Everywhere I'd see other Miatas, we'd blink their lights. I go to Miata only track days. I go to Miata only car shows.
I would love to go to a track day in a car. That's happening. If not by the end of 2024, definitely 2025.
And just the amount of support and the love is just, it's amazing.
Will it be in a Miata? I don't know.
Me love owning my car so much more because I could experience it with others. And I could make friends and we go on drives and we all just get to share in that experience as well. Not to mention, if you're friends with people and you guys all own the same car, you guys
I ain't been on a group ride in a little minute, I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah.
Best goddamn car on the planet. Whatever side of the car community you're on, German, whatever, JDM, whatever, old American muscle if you're, you know, a little older than I am. It's so amazing to be a part of. It's just such a community I couldn't imagine my life not having right now. All right. I gotta talk about it. I gotta get to some of the bad stuff. When you're a car enthusiast, there's a few not so great things you might do. And they're kind of rites of passage. You're probably gonna want to buy a car, and that car is probably a car you shouldn't own.
At all.
I know that's hard to hear and hard to understand, but you're gonna learn that lesson in your own time. It's gonna be a car.
Like the car behind you.
Amazing. It's gonna be old. It's gonna have old car problems, and it's gonna be probably a money pit, depending on what you buy. I hate to break it to you, it's gonna happen if it hasn't already. This car that I'm sitting on, let's just say if this motor goes, that's not a problem I can solve. It's basically a rite of passage. You're gonna buy a car, it's gonna cost you a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy, a lot of love. It just might not be the car for you. Regardless of age, if you got a budget, please just stick within that budget. And if you're cross-shopping and comparing enthusiast cars or just cool cars in general, a 2010 to 2020 vehicle is not the same to compare as a price to a 1980 to a 1999, 1995 vehicle. An 80s vehicle that costs 10 grand is not the same as a 2010 vehicle that costs 10 grand. Hey, those old RX-7s look sick as hell, pop-up headlights, Porsche 944s, any two-door from the 80s, the old 240s, the old Nissans, the old Datsuns. Please just don't buy it, please. Like, you're just not ready for it. Go find something used, go find something reliable, Civics, Miatas, first generation BRZs are pretty fun. V6 American muscle cars. There's so much you can't go wrong with.
V6 American muscle cars. I got a Camaro. I hop in that bitch. I drive it. Miles on the way though, bro. I had to tell myself I wasn't gonna mod the car, but I kind of wanted to because I don't see them modded for real. Not even modded, but just cosmetic, bro. Anybody touching that V6?
Please don't go too old. I don't know how to say that. You're gonna be looking on Facebook Marketplace, you're gonna be looking wherever, and you're gonna see a car and it's amazing, and you're just gonna think to yourself right away, I can daily drive that car. No, you can't.
You can't.
No, you really can't.
You can't.
And I'm sorry to have to tell you that, but you can't. It's a rite of passage. Welcome. You're gonna do it. It's gonna be fun. You'll tell that story one day. I dailyed a drift car for 2 years. It hurts my back nowadays. I'm still young, but I did it, and you're gonna do it too, and we're all gonna have some amazing photos to remember those days by. There's a difference between a daily driver and a project car. There's also a difference between a daily driver and a track car. And please play it safe. That's all I'm saying. So, another kind of reality of being a car enthusiast in 2024, the car market is a little bit crazy. There's tons of jokes about, I know what I got on Facebook, stuff like that. But it's kind of true these days. So those...
I don't know if y'all seen it, bro. There's a post that's going on Instagram. It's like, year 2024. It's like, when I was 7 years old, they were saying the year 2024, we're going to have flying cars. Yeah, it's 2024, and niggas selling 1994 Honda Civics for fucking $15,000. Huh? Like, how did that even happen? How did we go from, damn, we're going to have flying cars 2024 to, yeah, that car that's damn near 30 years old? Yep. I'm going to need about $8,000 for that. When 5 years ago, you could have bought it for $2,500 all day long. But whatever.
90s platforms, those early 2000 platforms that are just amazing, like S chassis now have the drift tax. Anything JDM is going to be a little bit tougher to find from these youngins like me. S2000s are going for $20,000. RX-7s, FDs are going for $20,000. So those kind of legends, those like 90s icon vehicles are getting into a little bit of the unattainable range for, a summer car, weekend driver, a track car. And so what I think is really important to know is if you're in the market for a project car, just an enthusiast car, a daily driver, whatever it is, it's a little crazy now. Finding a good example of an older vehicle is just getting harder and harder to do. People are asking a lot more money than they used to. There's a reason people say Miata is always the answer. People used to joke about buying their third Miata for $500 or $1,000. Yeah. These days, finding a decent condition Miata with little to no rust is gonna run you at least $5,000. So that's kind of why a lot of people who are looking for a nicer enthusiast car are sometimes pushed a little bit above that asking price for 20-year-old vehicles for a new car. So I think it's really important to understand what you might want in a new car, what you might want in a new vehicle just to you going into 2024. So be realistic with your goals, be realistic with your budget, please. More importantly, just drive the hell out of it and just have a good time. So no matter where you kind of fall on that sliding scale of junky 25-year-old vehicle to a brand new 2023 Porsche. Just really know your limit and know your budget and know what you really want to use that car for. Because you can always go buy a used 2010 Honda Civic that'll go for 500,000 miles and use that extra cash to pick up a project. That being said, not everybody has the bandwidth or the budget to handle 2 cars. Regardless of what car you're getting into, just make sure you have the resources around you and the bandwidth to take care of yourself and that vehicle. So whether you've been a self-proclaimed car enthusiast for the last 45 years or you're 15 winning that driver's license, I hope you enjoyed a little bit about this. If you're deep in it, you know what I've been talking about. If you're easing into it, you're buying that first car, you're scouting for a purchase, get ready for constant repairs if it's older, get ready for a money pit, get ready to enjoy the car. Please, please, please go to a track day. If you're in the New England area, I'm in Massachusetts, I highly recommend Mass Tuning for your track days. They have been so amazing to me and they have taught me so much, and the community is so amazing to be a part of. When I rebuild my Miata engine, Armin, I will be back out there. But as always, thank you guys so much for the support. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my old E36 M3 for a little bit.
He sold it.
So thank you so much.
Man, appreciate y'all watching the video, man. Appreciate y'all on my end for watching the video. But man, yeah, this shit is real, bro. I feel like some mistakes I made when I first started getting to it. I bought my 1997 Ford Mustang TC. I feel like my mind, it was just a different mindset, but I love that car. It was my first manual car, my first car that I actually bought for real, like title in my name. And first of all, it definitely had some repairs. I had to change a lot of fuel line, a lot of rotted lines, you know what I'm saying. I had to do a whole tune-up on it, learn how to change spark plugs and stuff like that. Learned a lot of shit in that car, and I enjoyed it. It had a head gasket leak, oil leaking. But man, it was, transmission would overheat. I drive 45 minutes, 50 minutes, to a car meet, whatever. The gears would get real sluggish trying to ship it. It was. But I daily drove that car. I'm gonna make a video on when I finally capture my audience and my fan base on YouTube. I'm going to make a video of all the cars I've owned, what I thought about them, and just reviewing them. I'm gonna do it. I promise I'm gonna do it. Get my traction up. I gotta do that on TikTok and Instagram. I gotta do that on my shorts platform. But yeah, it's one of those things. If I wish, to be honest, I still have the Mustang. It's sitting up somewhere. It needs a new engine. My plans is to put a new engine in it and fix it up and shit. And I just bought a motorcycle. I could have, instead of buying a motorcycle, I could have got my Mustang on the road, but I really want a motorcycle. I just want to experience that for right now. Who knows how long that's gonna last? But yeah. But I do plan on getting my Mustang back on the road, my first manual, and I really feel like nobody really has those Mustangs anymore. It's a beautiful dark forest green with a cream top. I gotta get a new top for it. It's most likely be black. But man, I understand that. I've been through a couple cars, man. My 07 Mustang GT, I feel like I personally I should have beat the living dog shit out of that car, bro. It was such a rowdy and that car did not want to be tamed. It wanted to be rowdy and loud and loose, and I tamed the fuck out of it. But I told myself the next car I get, especially a project car, I'm going to beat the dog shit out of it, man. Really give it a run for its money, for sure. So if I get my Mustang back on the road, I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of it. I'm gonna take the track days. I'm gonna slide that joint, try to drift it. I might just go Chris Fix. Chris Fix has that Mustang. I can go straight Chris Fix, video by video, and just make it a drift build. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there right now. But man, the journey, I gotta really just talk about my journey on type shit. I had ran through some cars, but yeah, it's one of those things, man. The being a car enthusiast now in 2024 is insane. And I really just got started with my shit 3 years ago, if even that 2 years ago. But it's even 2 years later, bro. It's insane. Prices are insane. Shit is it's just insane, bro. And it's becoming. I mean, being a car enthusiast has always been a hobby for like people that got money, but now it's becoming like, now the common car enthusiasts are becoming like a wealthy man's hobby. Like at first, it, like you, because as a car enthusiast, you have niggas that build Civics and you have niggas that collect Porsches. You know, it's always been like that. But now it's like, to just be the average person that's trying to build a Civic or try to build a Miata, you have to have money. Like, you have to have money. Like, versus niggas out there buying $1,000 Hondas, putting $100 engines in them and boosting them for $500, and like you can just cycle through engines and you find parts. It's not the same no more, bro. It's not the same. But man, that's my little rant. I ain't talking about that, man. Appreciate like, comment, subscribe on the building. Damn. Appreciate y'all watching the video, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell notification, and yeah, we got a new video for y'all. I got a motorcycle video for y'all tomorrow, so stay tuned. Well, hopefully. If not, we got another reaction video for y'all. We gonna see. Yeah. At the end of the day, I got you want to get you one. Damn. At the end of the day, I got you want to get you one. If you ain't got you one, you better get you one. Goddamn, give me one. If I get mine, get yours. I'm to the city for real. For real.